took us to a cornfield way down Unity School Road to pick blackberries from bramble vines where in the summertime they grow. But the path we set upon didn't matter much that day. When my mother told my brother and I that she had something to say, she said she knew the talk of the town and all the things that people said. Her mind just didn't work right. She couldn't keep shit straight in her head. Why that was, she couldn't say, but she knew she walked alone. She had a mind to tell us a couple things we ought to know. That crazy Edna. Her mother drank every day as she carried her to this world. So her daddy took her away, just trying to raise his little girl. But he had 6 other mouths to feed, and it was quite a lot. He tried to keep them in shoes, at least in the wintertime. With 2 younger brothers, she'd pass her time and play until they didn't show for supper. One cold autumn day, they surged high and low. How long she couldn't tell, though she didn't look away when they drug him from a well, that crazy Edna. Two ornery older children, one hot and summer day, brought her a glass of gasoline, assured her it was just Kool-Aid. She drank it away before she come to realize, oh, the burn never went away, though her throat is now fine. But one day she met a man who promised her a life of joy. He built her a home, and they made 2 little boys, and for a while life was fine. Everything was great. But all that changed in the blizzard of '78. 2 men in business suits in the wee hours of morning woke us to the news. It's just a knock at the door. She sat me on her knee and told me we'd be fine. But even at 4 years old, I knew that she was lying, that crazy Edna. She talks to herself, tells me when she leaves, someone breaks in her house and messes with her TV. They take her refrigerator light and they drink her fucking Sprite, and that might be why the mower ain't been acting right. And she calls the police at least once a week. This time she thinks it's the neighbors down the street, so we keep an eye on her through a network of friends. But the stories go on and on, seems they'll never end. But the worst thing of all is how she treats my kids. She gives them everything they want, and it's a long list, from candy to soda pop, every toy in the shop. She tries to buy them anything they'd ever want. Well, they call her every day, and she stays there once a week. And I don't have to worry, there's nowhere safer they could be. If anyone tried to mess with my kids, well, she'd completely flip her lid. And I gotta say, I probably feel sorry for them, that crazy Edna. We rounded that whole field, picked every ripe berry that we could find, and we filled that bucket full. I never knew why. She told us story after story, and some were hard to hear. I never forgot a one, even after all these years. It had been an unusually clear day, not a cloud in the sky. There was a calmness to her voice and a knowing in her eye. I didn't know it then, I was just too young to see, but she had planted in me a song that I can finally sing. That crazy Edna